Hi everybody, I'm Louis Amestoy with HS Game Time, and I'm joined by Miriam Swanson, our track and field rider, and of course this is probably the best time of the year with the girls and boys track and field divisional finals for the CIF-Southern Section. We held Saturday at Cerritos College in Norwalk. A long, long day. More than 100 events will be contested. I think it's 128 altogether on the day.
But, oh my gosh.
You're just thinking of all the results you've got to get through.
Yeah.
But let's go quickly. Division 1 right now, where a lot of our schools are at. And let's just start off kind of with the order of events of the day. Girls 4x100 meter relay. Does Rancho Verde's girls, who've had so much success in this event, they come in number 2. Do they have enough to knock out Poly?
Maybe.
Maybe.
as might Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. Let's just talk about that for a second. Roosevelt's run 46.86, and Rancho Verde's run 46.62. Poly's run 45.72, but they've had a history of bad exchanges.
You never know in the 4x1. It's,
right.
It's kind of any little variable can change a lot of things. So, but we'll see. I mean, Poly is tough to beat.
We'll see. Let's transition to the boys now. 4x100 meter relay. Roosevelt, one of the top teams in the state, if not the country, 41.43 coming in, Riverside County record. What's the sense of
41.12?
41.43 they ran in the prelims.
Right, I think they have 41.12. Yeah.
Right. What do you think about their chances? How do they feel? You know, after the Big 8.
I hear they're feeling good. Yeah. I think they're going to win a state title, and you know they would take a bad race for that maybe to not happen. So you know, and lots of events, including this one. I mean, Roosevelt is surprising in that they lost so many kids or so many boys last year, who all went off to play Division I college sports, and everyone thought the cupboard would be bare. But instead, they've got first-year track guys anchoring this, and football players, and Henry Andrade out there at Roosevelt really knows how to motivate and teach these kids how to run track.
Boys 800, 1600 meters, and I like this kid from Great Oak, Carson Franck. I thought he ran some very, very good races. Going up this, he's run 4:13.64. What do you think of his effort or his chances to win this?
He's a top mark going in. On his way to BYU, seems to be a savvy, experienced runner. I wouldn't count him out.
Well, I think that watching him run earlier in the season, in the Southwestern League Finals, you really saw that experience come through. But it's a very, very tightly balanced group. There's 9 guys who run 4:18 or faster, so it could be a very big race. Who has the better quarter mile of speed as well? Absolutely. Boys 110 highs. This is an all Inland Empire field, basically, from Riverside and San Diego County. First off, we've got Devon Blackman, who's run out of Summit, the senior, the great football player, has run 14:55. Jordan Morris out of Yucaipa has run 14:60. You have Vista Murrieta's Darian Williams, the junior, one of the few underclassmen in this race. He's run 14:74. Revs, Daniel Dowdy has run 14:98. You also have Dante Dion from Summit in there as well. Kings, Keston Roach. And you also have Roosevelt's Laren Hutchings as well. So basically everybody.
And Mike Graff.
And Mike Graff from Vista Murrieta, also a junior, 15:04.
Yeah.
It's a tightly grouped race.
I think our Ariel probably might win this race.
There's a half second.
Was a guy from Alhambra in there?
There's one guy from Alhambra, right?
What's he doing?
I know. Who's this guy? James Martin out of Alhambra on 14:85.
I mean, Devin, Mr. Blackman, let's go Ducks. He's going to be tough to beat when he's running well. You know, he ran well at state last year.
Right.
And he's such an amazing athlete. But the 2 Vista guys that have made it through in this, it's a big deal that they're both in it, because it will, whatever points they score will help Vista. Right.
Girls 100 meters, we have Ashley Marshall from Rancho Verde, the number 1 seed in this one, 11:86 for the 100 meters. You also have Kaylin Green out of Roosevelt. She's there as well. It should be an interesting race, 11:86, but there's a lot right there between 12:2 and 11:8. Should be a very close race.
Absolutely, yeah. Both those girls are strong girls with a lot of experience. Ashley was part of that state winning 4x1 last year, and she's running really well right now. But Kaylin is getting better and better and better and more confident, as she should be, and I look forward to watching that one.
Boys 400 meters, Bernard Quinn from Vista Murrieta, the junior, who is fast becoming one of the best runners in this country at 400 meters. It kind of, I like watching him because he's sort of unassuming in the 400 and in the 200. He's run 47.60.
So smooth.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
He's so pretty to watch. Yeah.
And what's weird about him too, in the 200, he doesn't really run through. He kind of just finishes, just stops. Basically at the end of the race.
And he's such a sweet kid. He's cool. But he won the title in this last year as a sophomore.
which is saying a lot because in Division I, if you're a sophomore and you can win that 400 meters, that's usually an older man's race in that particular in Division I. Because usually seniors are going to win this. In fact, he's the only junior in the field, only underclassman in the field in this particular race.
Arcadia champion this year, and he's the real deal.
Right. Division II, what stands out in your mind in Division II? We've got a lot of good kids competing there, this year. Cajon, Canyon Springs, a few of those. Talk about who you think is going to stand out in the Division II meet.
Boys pole vaulter, Richard Lefferson. Watch out for him. Elsinore.
Elsinore, right.
He's our county record holder.
Yep, broke the county record.
Right. Yeah, so watch out for him.
Which have been tied by 3 guys for a long time. Ancient record almost.
And this kid's he had a little setback this year, but he's really figured it out. He's getting better and better and better, so watch out for him. Moreno Valley, Braden Isaiah. Sorry, I'm misreading my notes, but he's the top qualifier in both the boys 100 and 200 meters going in. And right behind him in the 2 is Terrence Narvaez, I think is pronounced, from Canyon Springs, who is going to be running a couple events himself. So
now Braden's time in the 100 is Moreno Valley's had a great history of sprinting, and 10:58, even though at 3.2 on the wind, is moving, and that's a terrific time as well. We'll see it. That race. That's to win a state championship.
Yeah.
Let's go to Division III for a second because there's a lot of interesting storylines in Division III. Most notably the boys 100 meters, which I have to find that real quick here. But we've got some kids in that, but I'll get to that one in a minute. But let's talk about Emmanuel Hutchison from San Jacinto, and a kid that I've kind of followed for the last few years. He's got a tough road, running the 4 and the 8.
And the 4x4.
And the 4x4.
Right? Yeah.
San Jacinto has an outside chance to possibly score some big points in this division and maybe win a team title, although I think it's probably a little bit out of reach. But was there any talk, did you talk to them at all about why he's running the 4 and the 8? He obviously stands a chance to win both. But clearly his path to the state meets in the 800 meters, it sounds like.
You've seen him more than I have. I've just been following his scores and stuff, so I haven't actually been able to see him run yet this year.
Right, he's run 49.28, and then in the 800, he's run 154.18 to get to. He's the top qualifier in this division. He's got a good push.
In the 4 and the 8, right?
Yeah, he's the top qualifier in both. But that 800, as we talked about in Division I, is so loaded that he's going to have to run faster than 154. He may not get into the Masters meet, which would be very, very a shame for a kid that was 3rd in the state as a sophomore.
Yeah.
And we'll see how
so brutal, yeah.
It is. The state is absolutely loaded in the 800 meters, so it'll be interesting to see how he's going to do. All right, that's it for all the. Do we have anybody in Division IV small schools? We'll have to look up. We'll check it out. Hey. Come back to us on Sunday. We'll have tons of video. We'll have photo galleries. We'll have Miriam stories. We'll have all the results.
And Tim's.
Well, Tim will be there as well. Are you guys dividing it in half somehow, or how are you guys working?
I'm going to write about all the champions, and he's going to write about everyone else.
Okay, we're going to do and we're going to have 60 videos up too. It's going to be insane.
And lots of photos, beautiful photos.
Yep, photos, video, the whole shebang. It's going to be a great layer of content. All right, for the PrestonEnterpriseP.com, HS Game Time. I'm Louis Amestoy. This is Miriam Swanson. Thanks a lot for joining us.